I can't sleep. So, I decided to make a funny video. Obviously, the first thing I had to do was search up not funny. As, I don't want to be not funny. And promptly clicked on the first result.
What, baby?
Blood.
What?
Blood.
What?
Baby did.
Baby's got what?
Blood.
What does he have?
Blood.
Where?
Blood. There. Blood. 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 See? Blood. Blood. I'm funny. I'm funny. Blood. Blood. I'm funny. I'm funny.
I know, it's so funny. Yeah, it's not funny. Not funny.
Blood. I'm funny.
Okay, so what I learned is that children and blood are not funny. I went back to the previous page to look if there's anything else that could tell me what's not funny. I found a clip by John Mulaney that says not funny. I had to click it.
Not funny!
Good to know. John Mulaney is not funny. Obviously, the next step to this would be to look up funny. As I want the video to be funny. Knowing that it has never done me wrong before, I quickly clicked onto Google Images to show me the funniest images Google could find. Scrolling through these obviously very, very funny pictures, I couldn't help but doubt myself. Could I really be as funny as these pictures? Could I really look and sound or be as cool as any of these pictures? Like, look at that baby, or that snot bubble. How could you not laugh? Look at that gingerbread man. Come on. But I knew what I had to do. I had to be funny. The first thing I thought of was, what if I, myself, didn't actually have to be funny? Thinking about it makes a lot of sense. I'm not a very funny person. I never have been. So why would I be the funny one? So instead, I got an AI. This is a funny story about my first time being in charge of another person. I was 16 years old, and we were all in high school. Like any other day at that point, it had been one long string of classes leading up to gym class. The girls were divided into 2 teams, the boys into 3, with a coach. Our team had just finished some kind of drill involving running and hopping over hurdles. We were all sweating pretty good by then, but our teacher made us do more running, with some sprints thrown in for extra fun. During this particular exercise period, I noticed a tall, skinny redhead girl near the back of our squad. She kept making comments about how she couldn't catch her breath or she'd have to quit soon because of how much work she had left to do. That's when I realized that this poor girl must be having asthma issues. So, as I'm doing my best not to fall behind in whatever race we're doing, I try to walk over to her to where she was standing, but keep going just far enough so that she could see me coming from behind. The way I figured it, if I stopped right next to her, she would have no choice but to acknowledge what I had done. When I reached her, I grabbed hold of her arm and took off towards the bleachers, with her following along as quickly as she could. As luck would have it, one of the other coaches happened to be on the sideline watching the whole thing happen. He came rushing out onto the field and ordered everyone to stop, and asked the boy who was leading the pack to run back to his own team. Then he turned to the rest of us and told us to go to the locker room until the girl could make it there. Naturally, she was really embarrassed, but I tried to act like everything was okay and told her that I hoped she didn't get too sweaty during the rest of the workout. To my surprise, she smiled and thanked me, which made me feel really good inside. So after we had all changed into our gym clothes, I went back out to find that she was sitting alone on one of the benches, looking really down in the dumps. I sat down beside her and started talking to her. At first, she wasn't responding very well, but finally she said, "Hello." Turns out that her name was Maria. She was a freshman at our high school. Her parents were originally from Mexico, and they had moved here with their 6 children just last year. They had settled in an area nearby, with Maria being the youngest. Maria's family spoke Spanish at home, so English was difficult for her, especially since she hadn't had any formal instruction yet. She had only been in our school district for a couple of months, and her grades weren't great. I sensed that she was rather shy, and she admitted that she wasn't exactly used to being around a lot of people. As for why she was so out of breath, she explained that she had been diagnosed with asthma at the age of 12 and had to carry inhalers to school every day. Unfortunately, she sometimes gets into situations where she needs them and ended up having trouble breathing. For example, when she's running, jumping, or anything else that requires energy. I immediately felt terrible for teasing her like that, but she told me that she understood that it was just part of growing up and that it would happen again. Man, was that funny or what? I can't believe it. I'm laughing my butt off right now. Ha 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 ha. As funny as that last one was, I truly think that there is something funnier that could be made. So, I set out on an adventure to maybe, let's say, borrow some advice from some funny videos. And this is what I ended up with after all of that. Now that was peak comedy. Am I right? Ha 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 ha. Wait. No. How could I be this blind? There is one thing funnier than animals and farts. I can't believe I forgot about it. The one thing I promised I would never forget. The one thing I have found funny.
Herzen, du liegst mir im Sinn. Du machst mir viel Schmerzen, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ja, 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 weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin.
Oh! All right, this is it. I must leave you here. Go now, quickly.
Is he all right?
Oh, he caught a cold the other day, and he's just a little hoarse. Get on, Mario. Whoa,
It's
walk
been
on.
a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog.
If you made it this far into the video, why? I truly do not understand why you would stay this long. This has been the ramblings of a madman, very sleep deprived and tired. The only way I could try to maybe make myself fall asleep was make a video like this. But hey, if you did make it this far, thanks. And consider subscribing, because, I mean, maybe you'll like my other content. I stream nearly every day, and I'm going to start doing more regular videos. Kind of like this, but more regular. So, hope you enjoyed, and maybe see you next time. Also, I know this is poorly edited. It is literally 5:08 in the morning. I'm not putting more work into this video.